Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. For today's episode, I'm coming to you from the White Oval here at the King's School, where the first 15 is playing the Scots College. What I'd like to do today is go through another book whilst taking the time to absorb the atmosphere, the wonderful atmosphere here at this beautiful school, and to talk about a book entitled The Art of Talking with Children, The Simple Keys to Nurturing Kindness, Creativity and Confidence in Kids. This book was published on the 7th of March 2021 by an author named Rebecca Rowland. So what I'll do is I'll kick off with a quote just to set the mood, and the quote that I've selected from this book is as follows: "The way we talk to children becomes the way they talk to themselves." The first key message to come from this book is that as parents, caregivers, and people who are surrounded by children, we need to first and foremost listen actively. Rowland emphasises the importance of active listening, engaging fully with what children say helps them feel valued and understood, fostering a stronger connection and encouraging open communication. Another point that comes from this book is that we need to use open-ended questions where possible. Encouraging children to express themselves can be achieved through open-ended questions. This approach stimulates creativity and critical thinking, allowing kids to explore their thoughts and feelings more deeply. We need to model kindness and empathy. Children learn from example. The book highlights the significance of modeling kindness and empathy in everyday interactions, teaching children how to relate to others compassionately. We need, as parents, to encourage imaginative play. Rowland discusses the power of imaginative play in developing creativity, but also imparts and helps confidence. Engaging in play with children not only nurtures their creativity, but also strengthens the parent-child bond. We must validate children's feelings wherever possible. Acknowledging and validating children's emotions is indeed critical. The author encourages parents to recognise their children's feelings, helping them understand and manage their emotions better. We need, like everything else, to create safe spaces and safe environments for children to express themselves without fear of judgment. The book stresses the importance of creating that space, allowing kids to share their thoughts and feelings openly. And the last key point to come from this book as the two teams are preparing to scrum down with the feed to the King's School, is that we need to balance guidance with independence. They need to work in harmony. While children are growing and developing, we need to guide them, and that, of course, is important. Roland advocates for allowing them to make choices and learn by themselves and for themselves. So, in summary, this balance fosters independence and instills confidence in their decision-making abilities. So in summary, the lessons and the insights that come from this book provide practical strategies for nurturing effective communication and emotional intelligence in children, ultimately supporting their growth into kind, creative, and confident individuals. So once again, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where the King's School push over and score a try which puts them into the lead or secures their lead against the King's School as we're moving into the later part of this game. And I look forward to coming to you again from another place with another message of empowerment. And I can't say how impressed I am with this environment here. I myself went to Newington College back in the 70s. Newington is going through some troubling times at the moment, fumbling badly with a decision that they made on the 20th of November 2023, a decision that is being played out in the courts at the moment, a decision where a school that boasted 161 years of tradition as a boys' school has, for some reason which I will never understand, decided to change that formula and to become a co-ed school, which absolutely drains me. Anyway, we'll see what happens in the courts. The decision rests on the word youth as to whether or not youth means boys and boys only, or youth means boys and girls and is gender neutral. And we all know that back in the 1850s, the words that we used to describe children were always gendered and not gender neutral. I remember in 1972 when I started Newington, I was known as Master James Paniaris, not Jim Paniaris or something else. I had a title, and that title was gendered. It wasn't Miss, it wasn't anything else. It was Master, which meant a boy. Anyway, take care. We'll come again shortly from another place with another message of empowerment. And if anybody is in and around any of the GPS schools, I encourage you to go down and watch a rugby match or two, and to just see, just to feel the atmosphere, the pride, the tradition that has been passed from generation to generation of boys, fathers, mothers, to their sons and to future generations. Take care everybody, Yassas, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.